and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and today is the very first video in a brand new occasional series which I've titled One-Off Wednesdays. Yep, every now and then on a Wednesday, it won't be every week, it'll be as and when I have the titles to do this for and the time to do it, quite importantly as well. I'll be presenting a single video of a game which would probably not normally feature on the channel. It doesn't fit into the sort of creative sandbox builder tycoon type of game that I normally play and present for you, but is of interest perhaps to some of you, or is an interesting novel idea which kind of appeals to me, or maybe just a little indie game where they've got a new demo out, or it's just come into early access, or as in this particular case where the developers have said, hey, would you like to have a look at the game? See if you can do something for it on the channel and see what people think. So that's what's happened in this case. So our very first game is from Lost Rabbit Digital. So thank you very much to the guys at Lost Rabbit Digital for offering me a key to this early access game. It's called Tumblefire and it sounds like a fairly straightforward pitch. So let's just quickly go into the description of the game we're looking at today. So Tumblefire describes itself as planning a good old-fashioned heist using force, logic and everything you can get your hands on across 5 Old West towns. And if you can hear the soundtrack beneath me, it does have a very nice evocative sort of Old West country kind of feel to it. Very nice soundtrack, I must give them credit for that. Tumblefire features, as you might expect, a fully burnable and interactive environment where emergent gameplay through your choices are a pillar of design. I've no idea quite what the last part of that sentence means, but yes, it's about burning stuff. And you can build structures by stacking objects together in the world around you. I imagine that's so you can sort of climb and reach or get out of places that you wouldn't otherwise be able to walk out of or clamber out of. And you can use floating objects in tricky ways to your advantage. Well, yeah, if you know what you're doing, I suppose. So plan out your heist and take your time to create the optimal path and execute it. Do what you have to do to destroy and steal whatever your bosses ask you to. Just be sure you don't get caught. Which sounds an interesting kind of gameplay mechanic, but as we'll see in a moment, at this early access, and it has only just been released in the last week or so, I think, into early access on Steam. So there's not a great deal to it at the moment, but we get an idea of how some of the things work and so on, as we will see. So in the campaign mode, there's going to be 2 modes, campaign and a sandbox. The campaign mode, you're a drifting pyromaniac. Oh, they're the worst sort, that picks up work from shady characters to make ends meet. Before long, however, you find yourself entangled in a tale of greed, revenge and vengeance. Sounds interesting. Start out with some petty neighbourhood squabbles, burning down an outhouse or 2. I mean, that's what you do when you have a squabble with your neighbour, isn't it? Well, maybe it was back in the Old West. You'll soon be burning down gambling dens, train stations and the mayor's deed to the town. It's slightly, well, burning a piece of paper doesn't sound quite so impressive as burning down a gambling den, but hey, you get your kicks where you can. Upgrade your tools of the trade by stealing valuables and completing missions. Don't burn up your loot. Interesting point in that, which if I remember I'll come back to as we go through the gameplay. And in sandbox mode, you can play in the various scenes with the tools that you unlock, and you will have unlimited resources, so there's no pressure. Take the load off your back and just have fun burning stuff to the ground. So the features of the game, well, the planned features of the game, I'm not sure how many of these are actually in the early access yet. I've played about an hour or 2 so far and certainly haven't got to see a lot of different gameplay. Anyway, we're going to have burnable environments with dozens of buildings, a realistic simulation of fire and many different tools with torches, planks, molotovs, okay, and a campaign literally drenched in Old West drama with a cast of interesting characters, and a sandbox mode for you to roam around in the various scenes. Is there anything else I can tell you? It's in early access at the moment, and at the time of recording, the planned release is in January 2023. So it's going to spend about a year in early access, all being well. So, what do we have in Tumblefire? The options are currently very limited. We've got reset progress, a volume control, which is set there, and these are the basic controls. Is by no means all of them. There was one control which I had to discover by accident. Again, I will say this up front, this is not the sort of game I normally play at all. So yeah, so there may be ways of doing things which you're familiar with, this sort of open world sort of, I think, what are they called? Sandbox survival type games, though obviously in this game you're not so much surviving, it's just burning stuff down. In those sort of games there are certain understood controls and mechanics which would be alien to me, because as I say, I don't normally play this kind of game. So those are the controls, that's the options. Collectibles, you can collect these ace cards. Now as far as I'm aware at the moment, this is just an example of the UI as it says. I have actually so far in the game picked up 2 or 3 of these cards, but there's no indication of that here. And that's it. So there is no save, it just saves for you automatically as you play along, but as we saw, you can, if you want, reset your progress. So let's carry on where I left off. So here we are, we have presumably just got off this train and we're on the train station platform, and this is a very dusty Old West town, and naturally enough WASD gets you wandering around. You can shift to run a little bit faster. Now, one thing I've found so far, I've played about 4 or 5 missions so far. The towns might be organised slightly differently, but there's basically the exact same buildings in all of them. The arrangement might be slightly different, but other than that, they are identical. And the other thing here is there are no people in these towns that I have found. Now, there are some images, some screenshots, presumably screenshots, on the developer's website, which does show towns with people in it. And one of the descriptions of the game does suggest that you will meet people in these towns. So yeah, you can go into these buildings, and actually, if I go here, oh, that's a card, Ace of Hearts collectible. Click E to pick that up. Can I pick up a pew? Actually, pews are usually quite heavy, so no, I can't. Right. Now, what I could do is just go around here burning stuff up, but ideally I'd like to do that with a purpose. So what I'm looking for is a poster on the side of a building here with a mission on it. Oh, there's one. Right, let's get over there. Can I climb these logs? I just do www. No. Can I spacebar? There, I can jump. Yeah. The spacebar wasn't mentioned in the tutorial. Again, if you're used to this sort of game, you may already know that spacebar does jumping normally. Yeah, I don't, I'm afraid. So it'd be nice to have that listed. Unless that's one of the puzzle features of the game, that you have to learn how it works, which always strikes me as weird. Well, that's because of the games I play. Anyway, this is my mission board. If I click on that, now the character here isn't actually speaking. It's just random gibberish noises, which strikes me as odd. Either he would say nothing and you just read the text, or he would actually, there'd be voice acting to read it out for you, which I would prefer generally. So yeah, slightly odd choice that. Anyway, we don't know what the mission is here, so B to accept or N to decline. So I'm going to accept it, shall I? And I have to burn the vampire's coffin at the Undertaker. Oh, it actually said Nosferatu. Yeah, I've already got a job. Okay, that disappeared quite quickly. Yes, stop yakking. Okay, well, let's while we're here, just go into a few buildings, shall we? Right, now here we are. Now these we can pick up, and these are money that we earn. Yeah, all these things, we can pick these up. There's no inventory as such. As I said, you do have what seems to be an inexhaustible supply of burning tools, which we'll see shortly. But yeah, there is no inventory to add things to or to swap things around at this point. As I say, the game is still very much early access. So pick these up. Oh, that's nice. And you can see your accumulation of wealth in the top left corner. So I currently have... Yeah, go away. I currently have 246 ash. Now, for a while, I thought, why the hell am I collecting ash? There is a reason for that, and we'll get to that. And money, I have 6,000. Again, I'm not quite sure why I'm collecting money, but I am. There you go. So what have we got in here? Ooh, lots more things. Pick you up. Actually, what I'll do is I'll pop you down there. Yeah, and I'll go back in here. I'll pick up the cash register. No, I won't pick it up. I'll pick it up there. Get money for that. Are these items you can... No. You are worth something. So we'll pick you. Add you to our bank balance. I keep... Yeah. Again, if you're familiar with other games I play on the channel, other videos I've recorded, I do not use the keyboard. So... yeah, I easily get confused between WASD, ESD and all those other keys that you might have. Yeah, so my movement and use of the features might be a bit ropey because of that, because everything I normally play just uses the mouse. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to burn this building. And the latest update they added to the game, which I think was just prior to early access release on Steam, was they've added an explosions option to it, where some objects, like the guns we picked up earlier, and bottles, will have unique explosion mechanics to them. So what we're going to do, we're going to press 1, which is a lit candle, which just seems to fall. So if I pick you up and throw you at the building, we'll set light, and that bottle should pop. You're going to pop? Are you going to pop? No? Looks like you've gone. Oh well. Oh, that's disappointing. It should have popped. I'm sure someone... Now actually, it looks quite good for fire. And what I've seen so far is that usually the contents of a building, like the chairs, the tables and so on, will disappear. But apart from going black, the building, as you can see there, just stays there. It just looks black. It would be nice if it actually deformed, if it was an actual destruction of the building. So you could see that it's actually gone. It's a crumpled mess of ash. But no, that's not how it works at the moment. Hopefully that will come. If you're going to work in a sort of procedurally generated environment, or however this environment is generated, it'd be nice if it did kind of disappear. So what we'll do, actually, we'll burn this building, shall we? We will find the Undertaker in a minute. So if I press 1, yep, set light to that. Just give that a moment. There are no speed controls on this that I can make out, so we'll just sit here and wait for a moment for it to burn down. And oh yeah, my ash count is going up. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, however many that was. I'm not keeping track, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's burning. Can I go into the building while it's burning? I can. And as you can see, it looks like the content... Yeah, we can't really see, can we? Let's get out. Now, which is one of the things that concerns me slightly. Again, I don't tend to play games which involve personally killing, mutilating or abusing people. So I'm just wondering what will happen with the characters in the game when they add characters. I mean, they may already be here. I've just not got far enough into the campaign. Will you be actually injuring, killing, abusing, burning people, whatever, which I personally find rather distasteful. Yeah, you see, all the interior stuff's gone. Why not the building? Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with those people, to be honest. But we need to. I certainly played things like Panzer General, Panzer Corps, and so on, and Civilization, of course, where I've waged war on a global scale. But that's not quite so personal. We've been here already. We don't need to go back in there. We want to find the Undertaker. That's a Grand Hotel. Yeah, so it's slightly different when you're actually, you know, killing people. I mean, people do play those games. I don't, but that's just because, you know, they've never appealed to me. That's all I'm going to say about it, really. Okay. Ooh. A rail and a saddle. You can burn down outhouses if you wanted to. Okay, let's wander around here. Now, I've not tried to go down places like this. Well, I did. There is one mission where you do. It was possible to sort of clamber out, but I'm not sure if it's possible to actually get stuck in somewhere like that. And what happens when you do? If that's just, you know, your game over. What's that? We want. There's a bank up there, but I've no idea how you're going to get up there. Perhaps if you pile lots of seats and stuff together. No, nothing in here. We're looking for an undertaker. Can you see an undertaker? Oh, there he is, all the way over there. I was just stood right next to it earlier. Okay, yeah, I'm running. I think you can upgrade to run faster. Actually, we'll look at the upgrades in a minute when I've just completed this mission. Yeah, it was over here somewhere. There he was, yeah, right next to the building I burnt down. Dope. Yeah, sometimes I don't pay enough attention to my environment. Oh, we can clamber up here. Here we're in the Undertaker. Yeah. Oh, we were in here, weren't we? Because I saw that stove. Right, so there's presumably Nosferatu's. I wonder if I took... Can I take this out? Well, I can. Can I just burn it separately? If I drop it there. Okay. And press 1. What you can do... I've got my candle there, but I've obviously missed the coffin. Is it 3? Is tumbleweed, which you can use to... there you are. I can't pick it up now. Which you can use to sort of randomly spread fire around the town. But no, that's... Okay. Ah, there he goes. Now, is that the coffin? Apparently not. Okay, there was another one in there. Was that another one? Is this the one we're after? Oh, there he goes. No. Oh. It wasn't an upstairs to this. Ooh dear. Look, there are stairs at the back. Or is it that I actually have to burn the Undertakers down, which isn't quite what the mission said? Oh, a floating coffin. Okay, let's hurl you out off the balcony. There you go. Hopefully you're not down a bed, which I can't pick up. Okay, can I jump off? Oh, I can jump off the balcony. Right, there we go. And let's add a little bit of light to that. There he goes. Is that the vampire coffin? Yes! Great work, partner. Get on to the next town so we can stock up. Okay, and that's basically you need to get to the train and, yeah, move on to the next town. If you're collecting ash for the upgrades, should we talk about the upgrades? Let's do that. If I press escape to pause, we've got upgrades here. This again is a preview dialogue. This doesn't work as far as I'm aware, so you can have upgrades to make your run 33% faster. That might be nice. I can spawn candles. I already have candles. My muscles turn to iron. I can throw further. I can jump higher like a cat. I can detect valuables. Bottles of kerosene. Tumblenado. Is that a bit like Sharknado? But not with sharks. That's 4. And heat wave. Your fire burns twice as intense. Should I say that in English? Your fires will burn twice as intensely, though it may be graphically demanding. What's that? Ooh. I think I've spent $25,000. $2,500. Okay. Because I'm sure my cash went down. Now, there was a reason for getting ash. Which I can't... the ash was... Oh, summon the tumble boss. The tumble boss. Okay, perhaps I should have got the run faster one. There's graveyards. Ooh, now there is... now, can we find them? There are powder kegs, which do explode quite satisfyingly. Are these barrels of stuff, or are they... can I... Let me get up... why can I not get up on there? Oh, I am now. Oh, you're not a sleeping roll? Okay, go away then. Right, what are you? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if we can burn you. If I press 4... Ooh, there's my bottle of kerosene. Oh. Do I need to light it then as well? Maybe I do. Ooh, boom! That must have been the kerosene exploding. Oh, and that was a powder keg. Yeah, that's quite satisfying. Oh, I've set a light to everything. Oh, bother. Oh, lots of powder kegs going off. Lovely. And the guns, if you burn a gun, they make shooty noises, apparently. Yeah. Now, the train is how you get out of here, and you just need to punch it, basically. So I've earned another $500, and we're waiting on the train. And away we go. And that's it. And we're in the next town. And as you can see, it looks rather similar to the previous one. Oh, but it looks like the mission statement, if you will, is on a different building. I've got a contract. Yeah. Let me in. Press B. The pews. Oh, we've done. I did this. I think this was my first mission. The pews at the back of the church is cursed, so you need to burn the church down. It's a bit rum, isn't it? Really. Yeah. Anything in here? Just have a nosy round. Awesome. Yeah, we'll pick all this up. Yeah, milk. What are they called? Containers of milk. Yeah, words. So words sometimes fail me. Where are we going? We'll come out of here. Oh yeah. The one thing, 'cause I knew I had to be get to the train to complete the mission before I knew you had to punch the train. And I thought, oh, can I get in here? And I couldn't. And then I learned, oh, you can jump. But you don't jump actually into the carriage. Oh dear, sorry, I was a bit moving around. You jump actually on... Where did that come from? Go away. Thank you. Yeah, you jump onto the roof and you can run along. Just like in a proper old-fashioned Western movie. Where you're a robber, or you're a bad guy, or a sheriff, or a deputy. Yeah. If I punch the train now, I can't leave yet. I haven't finished the job. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Gosh, pernickety. Right, so we're just going to burn down another building, which is going to be the church. Which these do look like they're in pretty much the same arrangement we had in the previous town. So again, this is very much early access. So presumably, if the game development goes to plan, we'll go to the church, aren't we? If the game development goes to plan, oh no, I think the layout might be slightly different. Yeah, so if it all goes to plan, then we should see more towns, perhaps with people in them, and shady characters too. I thought it was a floating cactus for a minute. It is a floating cactus. What can I do with it? No? There's definitely some gravity-defying objects in here. No, doesn't let me do anything with it. What about you? Well, I can pick you up. And... what? Don't know. Don't know. I will just drop you there. Anyway, there's the church. Let's burn this down. Actually, is there anything in here to pick up first? Oh, another card. Ace of Hearts. That looks very similar to the one I picked up before. But there you go. Okay. So, if we put in a kerosene, no, and then throw it in there, then take a candle. Well, let's. Oh, it's going. It's going into the building. Let's see how that goes. It'll probably burn down. Well, the insides will burn, but the building itself will stay pretty much as it is. Okay, good. Well, I could run around the town and burn other stuff, but I'm just wondering what the point is. So, I mean, I could be earning ash, but I'm not quite sure if that's there for me to claim yet in the game. It's like a very golden cross, isn't it? Can I go forward? That does look very dramatic, doesn't it? Now they stop burning. Can I burn it again? No, there's nothing here to burn. Unless I put some planks down. Or tumbleweed. Where's pick you up, that's it, and then no. No, I'm definitely not in charge. You could probably. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, last bit though, isn't it? There's nothing else to burn in there. Well, there we are. That's it for this mission. I can get to the train and move on out. We'll just do that. Let's see if we go anywhere new. Ammunition. Are there going to be any guns in here? Oh, yes, there are. So we'll pick up you. You're worth a lot. You're worth a lot. You're not worth so much. Okay, so we'll pick you up. And we will take you to there. And we'll pick you up to there. I'll pick up some more stuff to earn some more money. I'm not sure we're earning this as such. Again, I'm not quite sure where the heist thing comes in. We're just running around ghost towns, you know, taking stuff they've left behind for no particularly good reason. So, yeah. Again, the concept is there, but we don't yet have it in this build of the game. So if I burn you, you're going to burn? Yeah. And we should hear the guns go, oop, bang, bang. Lovely. Were there powder kegs in there as well? Might have been. Yeah, there they go. Awesome. And you can burn down outhouses, which I think is a particularly cruel and mean, ungenerous thing to do. Flour. Oh, yeah, there's more supplies in here. We can earn more money by picking these up. That glass cup. Oh, yeah, some of this booze is quite pricey. As is the cash register. There you go. Oh, and more booze. There you go. Lovely. Alright, so we'll head off on into our next mission. This train looks a little bit different. Does it look different to you? Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention earlier. If we burn the station down now before we head off, that means no one will be able to follow us, doesn't it? Yeah. There you go. There it goes. Oof. Oh, and it does burn the train. but the locomotive itself is still working, so we'll punch that and we're on our way. Another $500 richer. So that's it. That is Tumblefire Early Access, currently available to you on Steam for around £8, $9. That sort of price, I think, is where it's currently at. It's from Lost Rabbit Digital, and once again, thank you very much to the guys at Lost Rabbit Digital for providing me a key to play this game and show it off to you. This is a one-off Wednesday, the very first in my one-off Wednesday videos. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbs up button. Even better though, so much better, would be to have your feedback on the video, on the idea of one-off Wednesdays. If you've got any sort of little games that you think, or demos, or early access, whatever, which you might like to see me have a crack at, then please do let me know in the comments below. Likewise, any thoughts on this game, Tumblefire, what you think of what you've seen so far, and what you would hope to see in a further future fully released and fully developed version of this game. Yep, just drop it all down in the comments below. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these, or another of my Let's Play videos, or one-off Wednesday videos, whatever. But until then, from me, Ajaxpost, here in Tumblefire, until the next time, bye-bye for now.